Welcome back, guys. I'm kind of out of breath. We just finished with the cattle dealer. We sold a cow to him. He just left. One of our oldest ashier cows, we could not get her bred back, unfortunately. I think I'd have to look in her chart, but I'm pretty sure she was either 14 or 16, I can't remember, but she was one of our oldest ashier, and she couldn't get bred back. We've always had trouble with her. She's always gotten bred back hard, but as she got older, it just got harder and harder. We had her checked by the vet 3 times, waited 5 months, and still absolutely nothing. She was in heat yesterday. So we decided to sell her and put the money toward another cow. We have a couple cows that we have been looking at. We made an offer on a couple of them. We're just waiting to hear back. So hopefully we'll get a cow in here to replace her, maybe a couple even. That would be really nice. We did have a calf born last night. The cow that I told you guys we were waiting for her to calve. She did calve, and she had another heifer. So we're having a string of heifers now for some reason. Hopefully it keeps up until our dairy calves are born, which should be pretty soon. I think our dairy calves should start arriving in a few months. I did want to mention that the calf I showed you guys in the last video also went with the cattle dealer today. We had been discussing whether or not she was a Dutch belted or a Hereford. We had finally decided on her being a Hereford. Even if she wasn't, she was from one of our smaller cows and not our heaviest producing cow. So she probably wouldn't have been a great calf to raise anyway. So we just ended up getting rid of her. This one that was born last night is most definitely a Hereford, so we won't be keeping her either. A lot of you also ask, like, if it's a Hereford, why can't we keep it? So Hereford is strictly a beef cow. You have cows that are dairy cows, beef cows, and then dual purpose cows. So Herefords fall on the strictly beef cow side. You can milk one, a crossbred one if you want, like a half and half, a Hereford and a half dairy. But they don't produce as well as another cow, obviously. So if you're going to be putting that amount of feed into a cow, same amount of feed that you'd be putting into a dairy cow, but getting half as much milk, it really doesn't make any sense. So that's why we don't keep any of our Hereford crosses, because they just aren't big milk producers, and it really wouldn't be cost effective for us to keep them. The calf is running away. It was standing over here by Herb, which is not his mom. This is his mom. So she's a very leggy little heifer. You can tell her mother is part Holstein. She has nice straight legs. She kind of looks like, she looks a little funny. She looks like this little tiny beef cow on pedestal legs. But you can tell by her white face, and she is polled, that she's definitely a Hereford. So we'll probably be waiting a week on her. And then I think the cattle dealer wants her as well. He has connections and he knows everybody who wants a calf and everything. So it's just easier for us sometimes to send them with him. Having to deal with like individual people sometimes can just be really hard, because a lot of people will call and then they won't call you back, and then it can just be a whole thing. So it's a lot easier to do it that way. That way we make sure, you know, when they're ready to go, they can go. Look at the white spots behind her ears. It's so cute. We're gonna let her run around a little bit, let mom lap her off a little bit more, milk her out, and then I have to feed the calf, and then we need to get on the road because we need to get sawdust today. It's Monday, and we didn't think we were gonna make it, but, well, you can't even see it because it's behind the skid steer, but we barely have any sawdust left. So we called and made an appointment on Friday for today, and they said they do have a load for us. Love the sawdust from there, and the people are really nice. It's nice to go to the big mills. It's just something different to see, but I really do like going to the same place every time because you just get to know the people. And hello, what are you doing? Out for a stroll. Don't fall in the gutter. Oh, jeez. I told you. Patty said that does not look like my calf. That is weird looking. It's because she's not. Coffee break time. Alright, so the girls just went outside. We left 2 cows in. The cow that calved, she's got a big portion of a bale in front of her, so we left her in so she can rest today. And our next closest cow to calving, so she is about a few days off, I would say. If she is going to calve today, it definitely won't be until later, so we'll be back by then. Brent's got the sawdust truck running, and I need to sweep out the back of it because it snowed a little bit. And even though we had the body up, for some reason it stuck to it, so I've got to sweep that out. Not much. I thought he brought the broom out, but I guess he didn't. this one? No. Where's this one? Snow is making blinding out here. Slippery than aluminum when you get snow on it. That shovel, I can't get it with the broom.
That makes a difference how it.
Thank you. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to dump this out if we get it with us in here because it just wouldn't dump out. Like that icicle sticking straight out because you had the bed up. Alright, I guess we're ready to go. I still think it's funny that
we're only going 50, but it looks like we're going 100.
Yeah, look, you're only going 47.
Not even 50, but it looks like...
Maybe, I don't know if you guys can see that, but 47. Looks like we're doing 87.
Maybe.
This isn't where...
Huh?
Oh yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yep.
Okay. Gotta have some breakfast first. Welcome to Exeter. What's that?
It's a blueberry pancake.
They are delicious here. Looks like it's not very busy. Park over here.
How close am I?
No, you're like,
oh, yeah.
You're like 7 or 8 feet away. Boy, it's nice out.
Yeah, it is.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Best blueberry pancakes around.
Quiet there. And we're off. Beautiful day.
It is. you suppose that is?
Jeez, it's gotta be at least.
What, like 60?
Yeah, I bet it's close to it. 50, I bet you. Maybe more than 50.
That's a lot of taters.
Yeah.
You can still see the hills. This used to be an old sawmill, right?
Blackwell lumber.
Oh, sawmill.
I saw this here before too. They were really busy at one time.
Closed right up. Looks like they got a little more snow down here than we did.
Yeah, he did. What's it?
I still wonder what these are. Like, what is that?
Maybe they could put logs on it. Maybe they ran out of wood. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. We're back.
Go back again. Back at Timber Ridge. Hemlock capital of the world. Good stuff to work with, hemlock. Just like iron.
Looks like that trailer's almost full.
Yeah.
A weird noise. Alright, so now you can hear the beeping really well because I just shut off the heater, but we just got here. It shouldn't take us long to get loaded. Usually it's only like 4 or 5 minutes here. This is the quickest place to get loaded. So we won't be long and then we'll be back on our way home. I did forget to mention this morning that we had some exciting news. So we've been looking for a Holstein bull for a while now. We're keeping Neil, our Dutch belted bull, which a lot of you guys also ask what a Dutch belted is. So the strange thing is a belted Galloway is what you usually think of when you see a cow with a belt. That's a beef cow. Dutch belts are actually dairy cows, and they're not related to belted Galloways at all. They look almost exactly the same, except a Dutch belt always has horns unless somebody's dehorned them, and belted Galloways never have horns. It is strange that they're not related at all. The Dutch belt is a strictly dairy cow. It's not even a dual purpose. They're actually like one of the rarest cow species. You don't see many of them. We have one place around here, it's not really around here, it's actually like 40 minutes away from us, that they actually have quite a few Dutch belteds, and I believe that is where Neil came from. So they're more like a Holstein. They have the milk production, not quite as good as a Holstein, but they're amazing grazers. They're known for their high fertility rates and their longevity, and they're also known for being very, very smart, which Neil is very smart, so I believe that. And also they have very friendly dispositions, so they're just a really good cow for a smaller farm that's looking for the good grazing aspect and everything, and smaller boned cows. They're pretty tall. They're taller than a Jersey, but they're small boned. They're also known for having really, really small calves, which makes calving easier. So that's why we have Neil. We're looking to get some crosses from him, but we actually did get the cattle dealer he has somebody who has a Holstein. I keep trying to say Hereford. Holstein bull that they're going to bring over sometime this week. So, how'd it go?
Good. There.
I was just telling him about the Holstein that the cattle dealer's going to bring over.
Oh, yeah.
He's registered, right?
I guess.
Yeah, he's a registered Holstein. They're gonna.
Shot.
Yep, he's all up to date on his shots, and they're gonna bring him over sometime this week. So that's exciting. What's going on here? It's a loader convention. Here we go again. He's gonna try to make this corner.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I can't.
I still think if that dumpster wasn't there.
Yeah, if that dumpster wasn't there. Well,
I don't think so. I don't know. It's just too close. Hey, look.
Impossible.
See him blowing the sawdust in.
Is that wild man getting the...
Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna get stuck out here. That's his loader right there.
Wild man's?
Yeah. They're all good loaders here, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He's definitely the fastest.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody load. And we just hit the wall. Gets a little close there. Get a little close, did we? Yeah. I take my place in the driver's seat. All right. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, so that bull that they're gonna bring over is all papered, he's registered, good blood, he's got all his shots, he's been inoculated and everything, so should be good there. We're not going to be buying him, he's just bringing, it happens all the time around here on farms, they just bring bulls over for a while. You can use them in exchange for feeding them and putting weight on them, so that's what this is going to be. I don't really know how long we're going to have him, he never really said, but I'm assuming probably until at least this summer sometime, so we'll get quite a few of the fresh cows that are calving right now should be bred by him, so that'll be good because we have a lot of really good producers coming in right now that I would love to have bred by a Holstein, by a good-blooded Holstein, because they would be great calves to raise. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. This is the loader that we want, and I think we're gonna get him. I'm gonna count how many buckets it is this time. So that's 1. I think it's 3. I don't know. So I guess I was wrong because this is bucket number 5. So. All right, we are loaded. I'll even put the seat back for Brent. seat back for you, and then you can maybe drive.
Like the heat.
It's off.
We never wear gloves.
I know. I like this truck right here.
Western Star.
Yeah.
Let's go home to the right. Well, down.
Wherever you want to go, although those roads might not be.
Yeah, you better go left. Yeah, we gotta go by Purple anyway and get that. Oh, the heat feels good. Okay, this way. Look at the hemlock.
I know. There's so much. Bye till next week. Had to make a quick stop at the feed store. So Brent's just getting a business card for something that he needs, and maybe he's looking for a couple things. We need a couple leg bands for cows. We have a lot more dry cows than we do leg bands now, so I think he's gonna look for some of those. So I will catch up to you guys when we get back to the farm. All right, so we got back from Sawdust, and then I went home for some late lunch. It is a little before 4 right now. Brent dumped the sawdust while I was gone, so we've got that ready for tonight. I think he kind of mixed it with the old stuff too. I have to feed the calf. I've got everything else all set in here. I've already gone around with a second crop bale for the girls before they come inside. We're not going to be bedding the stalls until after they come in because they will be staying in tonight. I did want to show you the fresh cow's udder. So she did clean this morning as well, and this is what she bagged up like. She is a really, really good milker, just a really nice looking cow, and we're really excited for this lactation for her. She did great, had the calf unassisted, and as a plus, she was very good this morning. She didn't lift a hoof. She stood stock still when we milked her this morning, and she seems like she's going to do great. We only took a little bit out of her, just like we usually do. We just take out enough for the calf on the first milking and then a little more on the second milking, and then we'll milk her out entirely on the third. But yeah, really excited for her. She's a really good cow. And her calving is perfect timing because now that we're going to get that Holstein bull in a couple months, she should be able to get bred by him and hopefully have a nice heifer calf that takes after her. So I forgot to grab my bottle when I walked by. I've got that all warmed up. She didn't eat this morning because she ate off of her mother late last night when she was born. So it was honestly quite a struggle, and she won. She's very feisty, aren't you? Oh my goodness. It's okay. You're kind of wild. It's all right, honey. Oh, ho, ho. It's okay. All right. You're just going to go right out that hole, aren't you? Okay. I promise. It's okay. It'll be a fight just like this morning. Yes, it is, isn't it? Alright. Let's do this. No, this is for your own good. See? There. See? So cute. Oh my goodness, you've got like, whoa. Don't let me touch your face. That's what it is, isn't it? Hold on. Look out. Look out. There you go. Good job. Okay, so we got all the cows in, and we had a little bit of a project. I probably looked like disheveled, but the reason for that is we went out yesterday and took a good look at our heifers, and we decided that the biggest ones, the two that we brought over in June. I cannot believe we brought them over in June. It seems like just yesterday that we brought them over here, but it has been that long. So if they got bred right away, they should be starting to bag, which they are. So obviously not much because they're still a ways away, but you can see that they are changing just a little bit. So we decided to bring them in get them used to the tie stall, start graining them a little bit more. Obviously getting grained out back with the rest of the heifers, but they have to fight out there for it, so we thought we'd bring them in here and make sure that we knew they were getting a decent amount so that they can start getting ready for their first calves. I just think it's so crazy that it's already been that long. It seems like we just brought them back from the farm that we got them from. It was a year ago in October, but it's just so crazy how fast time goes. But while they're in here, we're probably gonna leave them in for a few days just so they get used to the hang of things, like just so they know that every morning they get grain, they come in here to get hay, and by that time, in a few days, they'll have learned how to use the water bowl. We'll show them anyway. We'll keep filling it up and make sure that they know that it's there and get the hang of using it. They know they're gonna get hay, they get used to being tied, just get used to being people around them in general, since they've been out back for so long and not, I mean, we've been around them, but not touching them or near them or anything. So first thing I'm gonna do, I always do this when we have new cows or heifers come in the barn, I always trim their tails. It just makes them look so much better. It's a weird thing, I know, but I just like to do it to make them look better. So I got my scissors. These are my cattle scissors, which have cattle marking paint on them, but I don't think they're gonna be pickers, but I'll stand off to the side just in case. So you want to feel for the tailbone with your thumb, and it ends there. So I'm just gonna go down a ways from that. Cut it off. They're all fuzzy from being outside too. They look kind of raggedy. This one right here is slightly wild. Fur is really long. Yeah. I just feel like that makes them look so much better. It probably doesn't, but. So yeah, we gave them a little bit of grain just to get them calmed down a little. They were actually much better than I thought they were gonna be. I honestly thought we were never gonna be able to catch them to get collars on them. But the first one, she comes in and she goes up front every time she comes in the barn. So I was a little worried about getting her in a stall because I thought she would crawl through, but I got a collar on her because she's pretty friendly, and we pulled her in. It took a lot of pulling, but we got her in there. And then the next one went easier because she saw her friend in here, but getting a collar on her was actually a little bit more difficult because she's a little more shy. But once we did, she went right in because her friend is in here and she's not being murdered, so it must be safe. Brent just came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below. As always, keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you join us in the next video. Bye guys.